You're going to get paperwork with all of that information on it, but just make sure you get to that hearing, okay?
Yes.
All right, you're excused.
That's right. All right. So we got David
Thank you.
coming in from Los Angeles. We got Allison coming in from Central Coast, Cali. Tabby from Canada. Oh yeah, I was talking about that that story from Canada. We got Tita from Connecticut.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
John Hardy Elder.
Mr. Elder, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of burglary, possession of burglary tools, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And you've got counsel seated with you for today's hearing. The state is asking that I impose a $5,000 bond plus pretrial services. I'm seeing high scores on the scales, prior burglaries. I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 5 years and has ties to the community. He currently has a place to live with a friend. I'd ask you set the bond at $1,500.
$1,500. What?
I'll order a $2,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the incident location. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for...
For what? Come on, spit it out.
This has this has justice court dates in it for some reason. Okay, no problem. So his pH should be yeah. All right. So preliminary hearing date is scheduled for January 21st.
21st.
You understand, sir?
Next.
Okay, you're excused.
I think it was for some illicit substances,
sure
if you will.
listening.
So hey, let me get back to the story in Canada. So we're up in Vancouver.
It's the
man.
bill
Hold up.
of the last misdemeanor. Payne Walter refused.
Okay. No problem. We will continue him to tomorrow morning.
Okay. For sure. Hey, so we were in Canada. And we were in Vancouver, and we had gone to this, and we went to this place. I forgot the name of it, where you go look throughout the city, see some water, some boats, and whatever. So we're walking back to the car, and when we're walking back to the car.
Can I get your phone?
Barbara Lynn Mullins.
Is it happening also?
No, when I was here last time, they changed it to in the court system and in the jail system as Mullins.
Okay. Happening was your name at some point?
And that was my married name over 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Your maiden name. Oh, no, your married name.
All right. So I'm seeing you this evening on charges of 2 counts of aggravated harassment. And another count of aggravated harassment for having previous convictions.
Priors.
With the same offense and the same victim. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You do have the right to an attorney. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for today's hearing.
Mm-hmm.
State is requesting a $15,000 bond with pretrial services, given the repetitive nature here.
She got priors.
I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, she's lived in Tucson for 54 years and has ties to the community. She owns her own home away from the victim. I'd ask that you set the bond at $2,500.
What is the judge going to do? This judge, she flip-flops around, so sometimes she'll start helping you out, and then bam, at the end, she'll be like, nope, I changed my mind. Disregard everything else I said, and you're staying here.
I'll order a $7,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial services if that bond is posted. Monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial. No acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact of any kind with the alleged victim. Mm-hmm. Do not return to the victim's residence or contact him in any other way. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for January 21st. You understand all of that, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're excused.
Rato. Anyhow, so we're in Canada. We're walking back to the car. We're in downtown Vancouver, And right when we're gonna walk into the car, I look to my left and I see this blind lady.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Jeremiah Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you this evening on a number of different matters. You were arrested on new felony charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of a narcotic drug. And then you've got warrants out of both Justice Court and many, many warrants out of Tucson City Court. We'll get to those next. As to all of these charges, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. On the felony, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office, and you've got counsel seated next to you for today's hearing. State's asking for a $2,500 bond with pretrial services. There's obviously a really high failure to appear score here. I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, he's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. This appears to be a personal use drug offense. And I would also note that both of his prior felonies are also personal use drug offenses that appear to be nonviolent in nature. Given the failure to hear history, a $1,000 bond seems appropriate.
All right, I'll order a $1,000 bond. It'll be cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Monitoring or treatment is directed by pretrial. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for January 21st. All right. So warrants out of Justice Court are for shoplifting from 2022 and drug paraphernalia criminal trespass from 2020.
All right, he ain't going nowhere.
I did not think you. I can do that.
Okay. So let me go ahead and try to continue because it looks like the judges.
Smart hearing is scheduled for January 21st at 9. Peter, is it going to be okay that it's the same date as his PH?
It'll be fine, Judge, because I'll get his packet to review in the next couple days, and the decisions are made well in advance of the scheduled hearing.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So back to the Justice Court matters. I'm going to order $100 cash bonds on each of those two cases. Order that you not return to Justice Court. And you're going to have a hearing on Monday, January 13th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to deal with those warrants.
No, this isn't a trial. This is, I think, their arraignment, their first court appearance, and this is live for anybody that's wondering. And this is Pima County, which is located in Tucson, Arizona. So that's why they move so fast, because they just have them moving. They're just giving them another court date, like in 2 or 3 weeks, and then that's when their whole journey in the legal system begins. What charges is he facing? This one was some illicit substances, right. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. T-Bone.
City Court.
T-Bone Tone, welcome. Hey, so something that I like to do every time that they switch up the individual, I think it's kind of messed up, but a lot of people tend to like it, is guessing.
I've got 10 files here going back to 2018. The most recent one is
Savage, welcome.
September of 2024 for criminal trespass.
So he just got arrested. Probably, yeah.
On all of those matters, I'm going to order a $250 cash bond.
So something that...
And appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. If you're in custody, you'll be seen by video on January 17th at 1:45. If you were to post your bonds and be out of custody, then you need to be in city court on February 10th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You understand all of that, sir?
Thank you for the follow, Brittany.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You're excused.
All right. So something that I like to do around here is, when individuals come in, if you guys want to participate and guess what the individual's here for. Some of the popular ones are DV, having some paraphernalia, shoplifting. What do you think this gentleman is here for?
I pushed scan by
Laughing
accident
out
on
loud.
something, but I think it
DV,
ended up in the right place.
T-Bone Tony, or T-Bone Tone. We got 2 domestic
You're good.
bees. It's
Hi, sir,
Target.
can I
It's
get your
always
full name?
Target.
Mr. McCollum, I'm seeing you this evening
All right.
on new charges of unlawful possession of narcotic drugs and drug paraphernalia and misconduct
Oh.
involving weapons. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for today's hearing. State's asking for a $10,000 bond for pretrial services.
Hey, why is his bail so
was a
much higher than the other
pretty-
people?
Substantial amount of drugs involved and some history. I'll hear from defense.
He had a GON?
Your Honor, from what I saw, he had no prior felony convictions.
Oh,
And so he's not a prohibited possessor. I understand what the charge is, but he has no felonies. He's not a prohibited possessor. He's lived in Tucson for 13 years and has ties to the community. He's currently helping support his grandson, his daughter, who is an adult, and then also his 6-year-old son. He also has congestive heart failure, which is something that he would like to be out of custody to take care of. So for all those reasons, particularly the lack of prior felony conviction, I'd ask that you release him to pretrial services. If you're inclined to impose a bond, I ask that it be $2,500.
Papi,
And it
gracias
is
for
the
the follow.
weapon in a drug offense, Judge. He had 3 firearms and a substantial amount of crack cocaine.
Whip it up. Whip it real good. Gotta go ahead and get some of that baking soda, Arm & Hammer, if you will.
All right, I'm going to order a $7,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured. Released to pretrial services if that bond is posted. No
People's
alcohol or
laughing.
illegal drugs, no
Damn.
firearms or weapons, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for January 21st. But if you do post that bond, sir, you need to make sure you're in touch with pretrial and with your attorney because that hearing is very likely not going to happen on that date. You'll get a hearing at a later date.
Spitty Road,
You've
that's
also
love.
got a warrant out of Tucson City Court that we need to deal with. This is for criminal damage and criminal trespass from 2023.
He's a lawbreaker.
I'm going to order release on that charge, but I'll note that you're in custody. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. We'll
John
set
wrote
your
it.
hearing in Tucson City Court
Thank God in New
for
York
February 28th
they
at
don't
9
have
o'clock.
no
If
more.
you're out of custody, you need to get to that hearing or a warrant will issue for your arrest. If you are
Preliminary
still in
hearings.
custody, they'll have a non-transport review for you.
Ah.
All right, sir, you understand?
yeah.
You're excused.
Hey guys, I have to start her back up. I'll be back in 2 seconds, okay? I just got hit. I hate when this happens. I'll be right back. All right. So we're back again. Well, if you're on YouTube, you weren't affected. Hey, thank you, those 5 people watching. Highly appreciate it. Come on, guys, participate. What do you guys think this guy's here right here for?
Can
What
I
did
get
he
your
do?
full name?
Richard Lee Paulson Jr.
Mr. Polson, seeing you this evening because you have a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court for charges of dangerous drug possession, narcotic drug possession, and drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. These are charges from August 2nd of last year, and it looks like you were maybe involved in the STEPS program, and then that didn't work out, and so then you got indicted, and you were supposed to be in contact with pretrial services.
I was having a hard time with that because I wasn't familiar with the area,
Okay.
and I'd like to try it again.
Okay.
But I could if it's possible. I will get it done.
Do you have stable housing right now?
I do not.
Right.
That was one of the problems.
Right. So you need to get in touch with pretrial services. They can help you with that. They can help you get a phone.
What?
You just need to reach out to them.
Give me a phone.
Yes,
Hook
ma'am.
it up.
So
I was doing my best. I
where
didn't know how it went.
where are you living right now? Are you on the street?
I was on at a motel.
Okay. And is that somewhere you can go back to?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Right, because you're gonna get. I'm gonna give you another chance. All right, I'm gonna release you to pretrial services supervision again. You're gonna get their phone number, and so I want you to reach out to them when you get a chance. I mean, probably not till today's Saturday, so probably not till Monday. But then I'm also gonna give you a court date for next week. That's gonna be with me in Superior Court. It's gonna be on Friday, the 17th at 1:30. That's your arraignment. If you don't go to that hearing, I'm going to have to issue another warrant for your arrest. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
I understand.
Right. So I'm ordering release to pretrial, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and arraignment on January 17th at 1:30 in Superior Court. All right, sir. So I'll see you next Friday, on this coming Friday.
This coming Friday. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He ain't going nowhere. All right, up next. What do you guys think the next individual is gonna be there for? Let's see what Laura wrote right here. She wrote, "Howdy, James, DUI, Ruggs." Oh, this.
Ma'am, can I get your full name?
She's looking a bit.
Danielle Marie Roberts.
Looking a bit
Ms.
rough
Roberts,
over there.
I am seeing you this evening on a couple of different matters. You were arrested on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, but the state has moved to dismiss those charges without prejudice.
What?
So that is what I am going to do, and you'll be
Damn,
released
shoot
as
it.
to that matter. You've also got a warrant out of Tucson City Court for a
West
DUI
Side
from
Tempo.
2021.
That's right.
Let me see what the last thing in your file looks like. 2023, February of 2023, your probation was extended so that you could get your
Sup from Pomona? What up, Pomona?
your
Virus.
proofs done of like your treatment and MAD panel and stuff like that.
Good to see you.
So did you
bro.
know that that was
Free,
still
bro. Gracias.
pending?
No, ma'am, not really. I've never been in trouble before.
All right. All right. Well, now you know that DUI is still hanging out there, and there's been a warrant that
What
was
up,
issued. So
Polaya?
it's
What is
quashed
up? What's
now.
up,
I'm
Xavier?
going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court, and you need to get to this hearing that's going to be
What up, Marlene? How's it going?
on February 6th at 9:30 in the morning.
Hey, OGD boy, let me ask you something. I used to know this one vato from your neighborhood. He used to have some flames.
And that is
He used to have
with
some flames
Judge
on top of
Verena
his head.
in
He's still
Tucson City
around?
Court. So go to that hearing so that she can let you know what you need to do to get done with this old DUI and get that taken care of, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're excused.
You know what? I don't remember his name, man. He was a güerito. He had flame. He had these two flames on it. I think it was flames. He had two flames on top of his head. I don't recall his name. I was with him up in Medium North in Wayside.
What's your last name?
This was like over like 20. This was like in 2001. What up? These cases in Tucson? Yep, Michael. Yep, that is correct. Damn, it's coming in a wheelchair. Ooh, we got everybody. We got a little bit of everything
Hey, sir,
today.
can I get your full name?
Samat Warren.
Mr. Warren, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated with you for today's hearing. So let's see.
All right, so let me see. I'll ask and have
The
an answer
state
for
is
you. Hey,
okay
thank
with you
you.
being released to pretrial services supervision, so that's what I'm
Yes.
going to order. You need to make sure you get in touch with them on Monday. I'm ordering monitoring or treatment as directed by them, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And we're setting a hearing that you need to get to on a week from Tuesday. It's January 21st at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be in Superior Court. You're going to find out whether or not you're eligible for a drug diversion program and find out what the next steps are, okay?
Okay.
And council waive time?
Yes, Your Honor.
So PH is February 25th.
Good luck to you.
All right, sir. So make sure you get in touch with pretrial with your attorney at the public defender's office and then get to court on the 21st at 9 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
you're welcome.
Hey, so for anybody that's new here, these streams normally when I run them, they are live. This stream is live right now, and this is public. Let me see, what's the most serious case so far? It's been pretty much rugs, and pretty much rugs. I think all the cases that have come in, except for that one lady, she had a DV case, a domestic case. But yeah, so these hearings, whenever I run them, and if you ever see me on, everything's normally run live. This is actually on the state of or Pima County. They actually run this. This stream is theirs. They push it out to the public. Now you go in front of the judge like
Sir,
a Raymond.
can I get your full name?
Give your Bella let you
Juan
go.
Zapien?
Yep.
Mr. Zapien, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of burglary in the 3rd degree and possession of paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for today's hearing. State is asking for a $10,000 bond plus pretrial services. It's like
He ain't
he's
going
on
nowhere.
probation out of Maricopa County currently for burglary there.
Damn, good luck to this dude in Maricopa
And,
County and Tent City if they still have it.
Other felony history here as well. I'll hear from defense.
Hey, build
Your
cool
Honor,
things.
he's
What's
lived
up?
in Arizona for his whole life and has ties to the state. I'd ask you set the bond at $5,000.
Damn, still kind of pulling. Where's he gonna get 5Gs from? Come on, ain't nobody gonna bail him out. He's staying there. Get his weight
I'll
up.
order a $7,500 cash or secured bond released to pretrial if that bond is posted. Monitoring or treatment is directed by pretrial. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the incident location. Preliminary hearing date is scheduled for January 21st. All right, sir, you understand?
Yeah.
All right. You're
You got
excused.
that right.
Thank you.
Come down off of
Thanks,
his.
everybody. Have a great night.
Oh, that's it. No, what? Come on now. Is that it? They're gonna cut the stream. Oh, that's it, man. What's up, man? Today, for it being a Saturday night. Anyhow, so before I go, I want to share this story with you guys. I recently posted up this video that I took when I was out in Canada. Let me see. Bail is usually set for higher. Yeah. You know what? I haven't been in the system in over. Let me see. It's been my last case I caught in 2001, and I came home in 2002, and I never went back after that. So it's been over 23 years at this point. But at that time, yeah, they were definitely cracking people with bails, man. I remember my bail for vandalism. I had a vandalism case, and they hit me with $50,000, and then they upped it up to $200,000. So I definitely wasn't gonna go. I didn't have a pot to piss in, and I didn't have 2 nickels to rub. So I stayed there. But let me share this story with you from Toronto. We went to not Toronto. Sorry, we went to Vancouver, Canada last year, and we were exploring downtown Vancouver, and it was me, my wife, and my daughter. My daughter at that time, she was maybe last year, so she was 5 years old, and we're walking to the car, and my lady was gonna drive, so she opens the door. And I look to my left, and I see this lady, like this blind lady, and the first thing that I noticed was because in the United States, I'm used to seeing people have those walking sticks, but normally they're white. They have this white, red, white, red, but over there in Canada, it's all orange. So I was like, what the hell? So then I look, I'm like, what the hell? She's hitting the booyah pipe. And I told my lady, hey, turn around, look, she's about to go high. She's about to hit it. And my lady was like, what are you talking about? So I put my phone out. Normally I don't record out in public, but this one I just couldn't believe it. Like the pipe she had was like this big. I was like, what? I was like, look at that thing. So I recorded a little bit. And maybe like 2-3 days ago, I just put it up. I uploaded that video because I was going through my phone. I was going through some of the pictures. I was like, man, you know what? I never uploaded this. But I put it up and I was tripping out on it. So, man, if you want to see the biggest pipota in your life, go ahead and check out that video. I think it's maybe like the second or third video that I recently posted up. Anyhow, that's going to be it for it right now. I'll probably jump on tomorrow with some calls from prison. I'm gonna check if anybody's available for tomorrow, and if they are, then we'll go ahead and jump on. But hey, I really appreciate you guys, and if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. It's free 99, doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help me get to that 20,000 mark that I'm hoping to hit in 2025. Anyhow, I am Collect Call James, and you are watching You Have a Collect Call From, and like a candle in the wind, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we are out. A rato y buenas noches.